Pa-update muna, baka yung barko natin, sir, nandun na ba? Nakarating na ba? At nakapag-poste na ba? O nakapag-pwesto na ba sa Sabina? Yung nag-replace dapat sa Magbanwa?
Yung actually yung pag-alis pa lang nung ng Teresa Magbanwa, nagbigay na kagad ng directive yung ating commandant. Kaya lang yung pag-alis niya, malalaki sobrang alon. So palagi niyang tinatry. Oo. So wala pa tayong latest ngayon kung naka-pwesto na siya doon, pero meron tayong barko na pinalaot.
Yes,
okay, Admiral, backtrack a bit. Why is it important for us to maintain our presence, for the Philippine Navy or the Coast Guard to maintain its presence dyan sa may Sabina Shoal? I know that the boat Magbanwa has been there on an extended, ilang buwan ata yan.
5 months.
5 months, so extended. It's very unusual na napako doon for 5 months. So bakit po importante na nandun po tayo, nakabantay?
Actually, yung ginawa ng Magbanwa, routine maritime patrol yun, kanilang ginagawa to conduct patrol in the area. Kaya lang yung pagpunta nila doon, meron silang na-receive na information na merong illegal activities na ginagawa doon sa may area. So pinuntahan nila, pinostehan nila, at nagpadala pa tayo ng delegation from the UP MSI to verify kung ano talaga yung ginagawa. So in fact, meron tayong reason to believe na merong ginagawa ng yung China doon, like the dumping of dead corals. Okay. Tapos meron ding activity yung Chinese Navy doon para meron silang exercise. So napilitan yung Magbanwa na pumesto, medyo matagal-tagal, nag-drop sila ng anchor. Kasi kung paikot-ikot sila doon, mas madalis mauubos yung kanilang fuel o petroleum. So, ganun ang reason bakit sila nag-angkla.
Okay, I'll ask lang straight, Vice Admiral, etong dumping of dead corals, is this related to island building activities? Is that yun po ba ang suspicion?
Ang assessment ng ating mga tropa ng PTMI, it could be a prelude to a further reclamation activity. Okay. That's why yun ang binabantayan nila para kung ano man yung further intention ay mag-preempt o mag-deter.
Vice Admiral?
Admiral,
sir,
Admiral, malaki yung pinadala nating barko dyan, Yung Magbanwa, malaki yan eh. Ano yung pinalit sa kanya? Kasi ang dami-daming mga Chinese ships doon. Kung medyo maliit yung barko, kawawa naman yung barko natin. Ano po yung pinalit kay Teresa Magbanwa?
Hindi ko pwedeng sabihin kung ano yung pinadala for operational purposes or reasons. Pero basta ang directive to the Philippine Coast Guard ay palitan at para magpadala ng asset ulit para to continue yung kanilang monitoring, documentation purposes doon sa shoal.
Admiral, ano yung talagang dahilan bakit umalis yung Teresa Magbanwa sa Escoda? Dahil several weeks ago, lumalabas na yung balita na gutom na yung mga tao natin dyan. Lugaw na lang yung kinakain. At ngayon, ang sinasabing dahilan ay medical reasons. Di ba konektado yung dalawa? Kaya sila nagkaroon ng medical problems dahil medyo ubos na yung kanilang pagkain. Gutom na.
Actually, tama yun. Tama yun, even before that kasi, di ba, mayroong successful naman yung resupply nila through heli drop. Kaya lang hindi siya sapat para tumagal. At meron kasing nag-attempt na tayong umalis pero yung when we were testing the waters, binangga-bangga naman tayo kaya doon na puta. So napilitang ibagsak uli yung angkla para hindi siya tuluyang sirain ng So with that, naano talaga yung medyo na-extended pa yung kanilang pagpalagi doon sa show.
Sir, pero follow up lang, Admiral. Sorry, Ed. Who made the decision para umatras o umalis yung Teresa Magbanwa sa Escoda, Admiral?
Well, yung feedback ng kanilang commanding officer, of course, tinatanong natin ng commandant ng Philippine Coast Guard kung ano yung kalagayan ng barko, kung anong kalagayan ng kanilang mga tauhan. So, nung nalaman ng commandant ng Philippine Coast Guard, yung talagang kalagayan ng sitwasyon nun, nirecommend niya kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos Jr. na payagan silang pumalaot. Otherwise, baka lumala pa yung condition ng mga tao doon, and instead na baka meron tang mas malalang hindi naman tanggap yon. So being the Commander-in-Chief ng Philippine Coast Guard din, ay nag-decide na rin Pangulo na sige, mas mahalaga ang kalagayan ng mga tauhan natin doon. So
Sir,
basically, that's the main
Yes, sir.
primordial reason bakit pinulaut. Aside from, of course, yung kanilang depleted provisions on board.
Yes, sir. Sir, we do understand naman your statements yesterday, kayo at si Tariela, saying na we are not abandoning Escoda Shoal at all. We are not. In fact, we are replacing Magbanwa with another ship. Pero let me ask you a question that's being asked by a lot of people. Kasi alam naman natin na in the last few weeks, pahirapan kahit ang resupply dyan. Pinaharangan ng Chinese ang resupply. Magbanwa, gumalaw lang saglit, binangga na kagad. And now we have pulled out Magbanwa na wala pang kapalit dumating. Oo. Kumbaga walang, I don't know if this is the right term, replacement in place. Kumbaga bago umalis, nandiyan na yung papalit sa kanya. So, ang concern ng iba, yes, kailangan nga bumalik na yung tropa from Magbanwa, pero hindi ba dapat pinadala muna dyan ang kapalit bago ipapulot? Kasi baka hindi makapwesto yung kapalit.
Masingitan.
Oo. Lalo nga, kahit nga resupply, pinahihirapan tayo. Yun po. I think it's a very common question po.
Bigyan ko sana kayo ng konteksto.
Yes, sir.
About the geographical features ng Escoda Shoal or Sabina Shoal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hindi ito katulad nung Scarborough Shoal na iisa lang ang
entrance
papasukan. So, ang ginawa ng China ay hinarang. So, talagang hindi na tayo makakapasok. Samantalang itong Sabina o Escoda Shoal, pag samasamahin mo yung Manila, Caloocan, Navotas at Malabon, ganun siya kalaki.
Okay.
At marami siyang lagusan at marami rin siyang papasukan. So yung condition ng Escoda ay hindi pareho ng Escoda ng Scarborough Shoal. Kasi ang kinakabahala ng ating mga kababayan, baka another Scarborough Shoal part 2 yun. Pero actually hindi. So dahil sa laki nung shoal, hindi kakayanan talaga ng isa o dalawa o tatlong barko yun eh. Pero ganun din, hindi nila pwedeng harangan nyo dahil marami tayong pwedeng pasukan. Hindi naman necessarily at the same spot where Teresa Magbanwa dropped her anchor is the same spot na babalik yung kapalit.
Okay. Admiral, does this mean, do we know that if at this moment there are Chinese ships in that area, in that shoal?
Actually, because of the adverse weather condition, nabawasan din yung assets ng kasi pag ganito panahon, nagtatago rin yung mga yan eh.
Okay.
Nagtatago din. So, ang idadagdag ko pa, yung commitment ng ating pamahalaan, gobyerno, o naging Pangulo, is to maintain a strategic presence in the area. So, pag sinabi natin strategic presence, it does not necessarily mean na maglalagay tayo ng barko doon, not permanent, na static. We can do covering, we can do monitoring, we can do the coverage, we can do the documentation, we can detect any illegal activities, not only by putting a ship in the area, static, naka-ankla. So we can do that in different ways. At saka yung nangyari doon sa Teresa Magbanwa, marami tayong lessons learned doon. So nag-a-adjust tayo ngayon how to go about it para ma-minimize yung nangyari doon sa Magbanwa at yung mga collateral damage ay ma-minimize din. So we are doing some adjustments so para yung kanang pamamaraan o approaches or even our concept of operation.
Sir, can you speak to us? Yes. Oh, go, Ami.
Hello?
So, sir, can you speak to us then about these lessons that we have learned from Magbanwa? Kasi seeing the stories coming out from yesterday, nakakaawa talaga yung tropa. I mean, our hats off to the troops dun sa Magbanwa kasi they made do with a very difficult situation. Yung tubig nila kinukuha sa ulan. Wala ba si Admiral?
Hello?
Ayan, sir.
Hello, I'm here.
For example, sir, yung tubig nila kinukuha nila sa tubig ulan tsaka doon sa aircon, yung condensation ng aircon. Tapos dugaw na nga lang ang kinakain nila for the past few days. I'm wondering, sir, how we're going to prevent these problems from arising with the next or with the replacement vessel. I think it's going to be a smaller one kasi yung Magbanwa is the biggest Coast Guard vessel.
Yes.
I think it's Magbanwa class. 96 meter.
Yung ipapadala natin, 40 meters.
Kaya yung sinasabi ko, yung nangyari doon sa Magbanwa, no, nag-angkla sila na ganyan, actually naging magnet siya. So, naging magnet siya in a sense na pinalibutan siya, dumami yung mga assets. Kasi ang akala kasi ng kabila ay magsasadsad tayo katulad ng ginawa natin doon sa Ayungin. So, hindi naman tama yun. Hindi mali yun. Unang-una, napakabago ng barko natin para...
Bagong-bago. 2022 lang yung barko.
Pinakabago, so, yun ang yung inakala nila, yun ang kinatakutan nila. So, kaya nga, sabi ko kanina, naging magnet siya na halos 100 yung nilagay palibot doon. So yung nakita natin yung siguro mga disadvantage yung ganung pamamaraan. So we came up with adjustments, operational adjustments, but just the same, the mission of monitoring the area, covering the area, detecting illegal activities, and if ever needed, deterring these activities ay pareho pa rin. Kaya lang, different approach na tayo.
Admiral, yung different approach na ba yan? Is the government more open now at this point to getting help from the U.S.? Kasi nakipag-meeting na naman yung mga top-level U.S. officials with Chinese military officials. Inulit ng U.S. na there is no legal basis for China. Sinabi nila yan sa military counterparts nila, no legal basis dito sa mga maritime claims ng China, and they reiterated that they are willing to come to the defense of their allies in the light of etong ang mga aggressive harassment by the Chinese of Philippine vessels. We understand na nag-express na ng openness din ang Washington na magkaroon ng joint patrol or whatever assistance they can provide sa pagpapatrolya natin, or yan na nga, to maintain a strategic presence. Tayo ba are we willing to accept kung sakasakali? Kung hindi man US, kahit ibang bansa. Admiral? Nawala. Nawala yata si Admiral.
Nag-drop daw yung linya. Nag-drop ang linya.
Nag-drop.
Yeah, let's see if we can still get him kasi may oras ata sa na-pull out siya eh.
Hanggang meron pa tayong 7 minutes. Dahil 4:30 raw may meeting siya. Kaya, tatanungin ko sana si Admiral dun sa status ng meeting last week, bilateral meeting between the Philippines and China, na apparently to expand yung Ayungin agreement, no? Possibly kasama ang Scarborough at saka Escoda and Sabina. So siguro kailangan natin ng update, ano ba talagang nangyari doon.
And what is, refresh our memory, what is the Ayungin Agreement?
Secret eh. Wala pang
pero yung sinasabi nila, yun yung pinagtatalunan na kung magpapaalam ba tayo or mag-resupply or hindi naman daw.
Official.
I think si Admiral's on the line.
Okay.
Who's asking the question? Si Ami?
Admiral?
Yeah.
Okay, Admiral.
Yung tanong ni Ami kanina.
Naputol.
Yeah.
Admiral, narinig yung question ko.
Sagutin ko yung
Okay.
Hello? Yeah.
Sige po, pakisagot po, Admiral.
Yung sinabi mo, yung about the US offer, Actually, we appreciate that. We do appreciate that may offer ng US to help us. Pero ang position kasi ng ating ng gobyerno, hangga't sa makakaya na gagawin natin. Kasi mahirap naman kunting hindi pa naman tayo na napupush to the wall, humihingi kagad tayo ng tulong. Kasi siyempre meron naman tayong dignidad, meron tayong pride, na hindi naman ganun talaga. If push comes to shove, and worst comes to worst, and then it will be an executive decision whether to stop the offer or your kagating natin yung offer. But then again, it will be deliberately studied kasi may mga implications may mga complexities. So those are the reasons na baka pag in-involve natin ito ay iba yung mangyari. So we are deliberately working on that at winawargim natin kung paano.
Tama yun.
Lang, Admiral, kasi for the first time in about 20 years, merong mga warship dito ang Germany. Are we working out any security arrangement with the Germans? Medyo malayo na to sa kanilang area of operation.
Well, yung mga ganong it only shows the sympathy ng ating mga traditional allies and newfound allies. And sinasabi rin ng German Navy na dapat igalang yung freedom of navigation. At from yung kanilang galing sila sa Taiwan or proceeding to the Philippines, it only shows, sinasabi nila na ang karagatan ay dapat free from any intimidation. So yun ang sinasabi nila actually.
Admiral, nung nawala kayo kanina, may tanong lang ako. Ano lang status ng ating bilateral meeting with China last week na apparently para i-expand yung agreement sa Ayungin, no? Na i-expand beyond yung Ayungin. Anong status ngayon natin doon?
Yung meeting natin sa Beijing, of course, the SCODA sa Binasol is one of the major issues that was discussed. And other areas naman, like areas of cooperation, sinabi nila na open lines, we will open our lines, we will talk, and whatever pag-uusapan. Yung about doon sa arrangement doon sa Ayungin, well, those are still part of the arrangement kung ito ba ay may extend or other areas of the West Philippine Sea. So wala pa tayong concrete feedback from the Department of Foreign Affairs, but what is very important doon sa discussion nila, yung pull out ng Teresa Magbanwa has nothing to do. Kumbaga, ibig sabihin, hindi ito condition, hindi tayo nag-buckle down, where in fact, nanindigan ng ating delegation na our strategic presence will be maintained in Escoda dahil ito ay well within 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone of our country. So yun ang punot that's where we position our discussion.
Sir, just to qualify, sir, when you say strategic presence, it is not the same as a permanent presence. In other words, we are not going, the second ship or the replacement ship is not going to drop anchor and stay there for an extended period of time. Tama ho ba?
Again, yung pag-anchor is just one of the modalities.
Opo.
But kasi pag strategic presence, yung ating maritime domain awareness, kumbaga yung getting a good picture, a better picture of the area will be maintained. So hindi lang pamamaraan paglalagay ng barko na static doon. We can use other modalities, technical. We can also magpapalipad tayo ng plano. Ang importante kasi doon, na monitor natin, we cover the area, and we detect and we can document whatever illegal activities are happening in the area.
What about the previous concern, the reason why Magbanwa stayed there for so long, which was yung apparent dumping ng dead corals ng China? I suppose after 4 months, hindi na nila ginagawa yun? Tama ho ba? Or have they stopped these activities?
Yeah, as I was saying a while ago earlier, napatagal kasi yung Magbanwa doon, kaya siya nag-angkla dahil part of her mission was to conduct maritime or sovereign patrol.
Yes, sir.
Kaya lang meron siyang na-receive na information na certain reclamation activity is going on.
Yes, sir.
Kaya nga pinuntahan niya yung lugar, pinostehan niya para to determine kung meron ba. At ito rin ay naging platform para gamitin ng ating from the UPMSI, Maritime Scientific Institute, to conduct further study on the degradation that was happening at the shoal. And true enough, meron tayong study na nangyari gano'n. At para lang tumagal-tagal yung stay ng Magbanwa doon, ay hindi dapat siya gala ng gala kasi mas madaling mauubos ang kanyang fuel. So that's the reason why tumagal siya doon ng gano'n at nag-angkla.
So definitely, Admiral, walang katotohanan yung sinasabi ng mga talking heads ng China dito sa ating mga kapwa Pilipino, lalo na yung paborito kong columnist sa Manila Times, na ang sinasabi nila, we have already lost Escoda. So we haven't lost Escoda.
No, we did not lose anything. No, it should be very clear. Yeah. Not even Scarborough Shoal. We did not lose Scarborough Shoal. Kahit na na-control nila. What we lost in Scarborough Shoal is a temporary control. And in Escoda, the control and losing the Escoda is also not true. Wala tayong tawag dito. Walang mawawalang territory natin, sabi nga ni Presidente, not even a square inch of our territory will be abandoned. Even by the force of a very powerful nation.
Okay, you use a qualifier control, loss control. You think we have lost control of Escoda, Admiral? For
Definitely
now?
Not. Definitely not. Sabi ko nga kanina, dahil because of the geographical features ng Escoda, it's very hard to lose control. Dahil marami tayong papusukan, marami rin tayong pwedeng lagusan. Napakalaki noon. Sabi ko nga kanina, Manila, Navotas, Caloocan, ganun siya kalaki. So,
sir, last question, sir. I understand that you did try to qualify that we did not lose control of Scarborough. We only lost temporary control of Scarborough. I do appreciate, sir, the nuancing and you're qualifying it. Pero, sir, with that in mind, how do we regain any kind of control over Scarborough? Kasi 2012 pa ho yun. It's already been 12 years. I don't know if that's still temporary. How do we move forward and not say anymore that we have not lost control of Scarborough?
Kasi yung geographical features kasi ng Scarborough, kumbaga sagip.
Yes, sir.
Binarahan talaga nila.
Yes, sir.
No? Binarahan nila. So yung isipin pag-control, yung paano pumasok sa loob.
The
Kasi
lagoon, sir.
ang labanan sa Scarborough Shoal, basically, the fishing area is inside the shoal, not outside of the shoal. So yung in terms of control inside the shoal, ay talagang na-control nila, no? Kasi talagang binarahan eh. And the only way to open that control is talagang bagay mo sila, makipaglaban tayo. Pero yun naman hindi natin gagawin.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, through legal means, that temporary control, maybe through the ambit of international court, international law somehow, hopefully, and we pray that yung bumigay yung China and let our fishermen go inside again. So yung tinatabi nating control ay mawawala na, sabihin. In so far as Escoda naman, there is no sense, wala pa rin sense na we lost control. More so that we lost the area. Wala pang ganon actually.